Hello, 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 and welcome to Rainbows Rising, where we ascend together. I'm your host, Rainbow Raaja, and I am so happy to have you guys here. I'm so happy you guys have been listening to every episode I've been putting out. I noticed that even with putting up 2 episodes a week, you guys are staying with me. So thank you. Thank you for listening and for doing the work. I hope you guys are enjoying all the content and that it's helping you in your life and that it's helping you to get different perspectives or apply different techniques to your day-to-day activities. So today's episode, I wanted to talk a little bit about spirit guides because, we've talked about channeling. We talked a little bit about who you channel. So for the most part, a lot of people really struggle with how do I make a relationship with my spirit guide? What are spirit guides? Where do they come from? Do they do anything when they're not helping people? So I just wanted to answer some of those, those basic questions. And I also wanted to facilitate a journey to the upper world to meet your spirit guides. And I'll be giving you a little bit of instructions when we get to that on how to get yourself ready for that journey. So first and foremost, spirit guides is an umbrella term for spirit helpers, whether that be your ancestors, whether that be your angels, whether that be just ascending masters that you want to connect with, people you're inspired by. These are human people or star people, usually people who have passed on, that had a personality and identity, and now they reside in what is called the upper plane. They're just higher dimensions. They passed over. They're kind of, up in heaven. Some people refer to it as heaven. Some people call it the crystal city. In shamanism, there is 3 different planes. There's upper world, middle world, and lower world. So middle world is where we reside. That's also where spirits that are trapped in our plane, ghosts, or any spirit that can interact with your energy, or any type of energy form that can interact with your physical energy on this 3rd dimensional plane. Lower world is usually where our ancestors, spirit animals, and even fae or I guess elves and gnomes and spirits of the earth reside in the lower world. There are some exceptions to that. Just know that if you ever go to the lower world, I did do a lower world journey in some earlier episodes, so go check that out if you haven't listened to it already. And then there's the upper world, which, like I said, that's pretty much where the ascending masters live, where people who didn't get stuck here on earth and were able to transcend. And they are in the upper planes. We have also angels up there, star beings, etc. And just ignore my cats. They're very excited, obviously. So yeah, just to give you kind of a map of how I see the correlation of the different types of guides and our relation to them, and why we choose to go on a journey to the upper world. Now, some other people may see spirit guides as just omnipresent. They're all around us. They're reincarnated. Every time you see a cardinal, it might be your mother or your father. Now, we call those spirit messages. They're sent by those spirit guides high up, or lower world if you're working with animal totems. And that is how spirits send us messages, give us signs and symbols, and let us know we're on the right path, or give us warnings, omens to let us know, hey, don't do that. So, do spirit guides have other things they're doing when they're not helping us? Well, it depends on the spirit. It really totally does. So, from my experience, this is just a personal opinion. This is from my interactions with spirit guides and what they have shown me. So, you might have a different experience. You might end up having a different experience. Everybody's experience is so personal. And some people don't even ask these questions or explore this in this lifetime. So it's not that important, but I did have somebody ask me like what do they do when they're not helping me? Which is a really good question. Like are they just sitting there watching you? Like are they kind of like God just always watching or Santa Claus? Maybe that is a possibility. When I first started working with spirit guides, I was so self-conscious about it. I was like, my spirit guides are always watching me. They see me all the time. That is super creepy. And I would say the most awkward things aloud to them. I'd be like, I know you guys saw me. But I just wanted to just say this so I could feel better about myself. And like I'm talking 10 years ago, and I would sit in my room at my altar just talking into the air. Hey guys, it's me, Emily. Oh, of course you guys know it's me. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you. You probably can see me. You're probably in my room. Maybe you're not in my room. You know, all kinds of nonsense I would do. So the thing is they're really just there for support. They can choose to be there in form. They can choose to join your body in channeling. They can choose to just kind of be that voice of reason or to send that spirit message or to just be omnipresent. You just can feel them around you. I have seen them. I have felt them. I have been in alignment with them. I have received messages from them. They have a lot of different ways of connecting with us. And when they're not connecting with you, they're probably connecting with someone else. And remember, outside of the third dimensional plane, time and space don't function the same way. Once again, my personal belief, my experience. Everybody is entitled to their own belief system, but when I have gone on journeys, when I have interacted with guides, when I have actually like channeled angels or guides and asked them to show me what it's like somewhere else, time moves differently. It is not linear, and 5 minutes can literally feel like 25 years. I can have an entire experience of a whole lifetime in a matter of moments. And that really changed my perspective of what is possible in this world. So when they're not helping me, they're helping other people. They have experiences and timelines they want to explore. And so kind of like with like a VHS, they are able to kind of rewind their life, or they rewind to a certain point and go, what would have happened if I chose this other pathway? And they can watch that. They can go and reincarnate somewhere else and experience that. The cool thing is that they don't have to be sitting and waiting, or they don't necessarily have to be doing something else, because almost like an imprint of their consciousnness is left there while they go and experience other experiences. So from what they have shared with me, what I have experienced when going to source and kind of floating around in the ether and seeing what's out there, just from my own understanding perspective, we all choose different lifetimes to learn experiences and values, to get different perspectives. Like we enjoy watching television and movies to see different perspectives and understand different lifetimes and, what it's like to be in that person's shoes and why did they make that choice. It's the same for us choosing different bodies, different life circumstances. different life paths. And when we reincarnate, or we go to different planets, or we go to different organisms and we experience that, we are just exploring and playing and having a greater understanding of all that there is to experience and embody what this universe really is. What goes beyond that is really, like, there's so much there just to, like, kind of process. I don't really go further than that, but I mean, I used to ask those questions, like, what's after you experience everything? Like, do you even have enough time to experience everything? Since time is not a thing, yes, you do have enough time to experience everything. But it's a very big, vast rabbit hole to explore. All you need to know is that the spirit guides exist outside of time and space. They are there waiting for you to ask them to do stuff, to, interact with them, create a relationship with them, not be afraid of your own abilities or, your own fears. Like, what are you really afraid of? But they're just there to support you, whether or not you want to connect with them. So, what are the benefits to connecting with your spirit guides? Well, you can mitigate challenges in your life should you have some advice from them, since they can see where certain choices might lead you. We all have a soul path. We all chose certain goals we wanted to achieve here on Earth. We may not be consciously aware of them because we go through, like, this whole forgetful thing. Because if you came to Earth and you knew exactly what you were going to go after, it would be a really boring, short life. Like, I knew what I was going to go after, but I had struggles along the way, as we all do. So those struggles make, that's the story arc. You need that story arc. And the spirit guides are, they are the help that you go. Every book, every story has the guru, the mentor, the random person with the aha advice, the advice that makes you go, aha. And the spirit guides are the people that we can go to help mitigate and avoid even more disruptive challenges that make it so that getting to our goals take longer. Now, why would you want to skip all those, lessons that you could learn along the way? Well, if those lessons take 25 years, you don't get to add more goals to your plate. Like, you're focusing on for 25 years on one goal, and then you only get one or two more goals left in your life. That's not very fun. Cool thing is once you check off a goal on your plate here, you can add more. And your life mission, your biggest soul mission, it may be one or two things, and that's meant to impact a bunch of people to help them with their own journeys, right? That's kind of like, your main goal, but you might have other interests now that you are here on Earth, and maybe you always wanted to go to India and spend like 3 weeks in India. If you're spending 35, 45, 50 years trying to get your main goal completed, you're never going to get to a place where you feel financially secure enough to move to India and do that. So just a little perspective on why working with them might be beneficial. They can help mitigate challenges, help you get to certain points, goal points for yourself faster. And they can also tell you when a goal that you have is not going to benefit you the way you think it does. You know that saying, careful what you wish for because it may come true. Well, spirit guides are the people who can help you realize a lot sooner rather than later that goal that you want may not be what you actually want. Like, oh yes, I really want this certain thing. And they are like, I am going to make sure that certain thing doesn't happen, because if it does, the X, Y, and Z are going to happen. It's going to be really bad for you. and you're going to get really hurt along the way. So it's important to have communication and at least listen to certain omens or signs or symbols, or have just a basic connection with them, just so that you can tell when you're being encouraged to go a different way. And you can be specific. Please send me a robin if I am not doing something correctly. Please put a coyote in front of my car if I'm going the wrong way with a choice. Those kinds of things. You can ask specific signs. And that will help you with making the wrong assumption for other things, okay? So here we go. We're going to start with this journey into the upper world. Let me just give you a little bit of instruction on what to expect. I'm going to do some drumming. I want you to please take this time while I'm talking to go get comfortable. Please pause this tape if you're listening while driving, or just skip to the next whatever. I want you to get comfortable, lay down, or sit up, sit cross-legged. You can be on a yoga mat if you want, or sit under a tree. You can even sit in your car, just be stationary, and close your eyes. Okay? Breathe into your body and allow your body to fully relax into the chair, into the bed, into the floor. Start at the top of your head and just work your way down, relaxing everything. Allow yourself to really sink, to melt down into the floor. Allow gravity just to drag you down a little bit. So as you do this, I'm going to start drumming. I just want you to imagine the most beautiful, the most safe, the most tranquil space. Whatever feels like home to you. Okay? I'm going to drum. And whatever comes to mind first, it can be anything. It can be just a grassy plain. It can be the inside of your house. It can be the top of a mountain. It can be in an imaginary place you have never been before. It can be anywhere. The point is, you are setting the intention, you're going to your soul's home. This is your safe space. This is what is called the Access Mundi. This is your spiritual home. From this home, I want you to set the intention that you're going to upper world to meet your spirit guide. Okay? Going to upper world to meet your spirit guide. At this time, try and have 1 or 2 questions in your mind to ask the spirit guide. Some good questions are, what is your name? What do you provide me? What healings do you provide me? How do you support me in this journey? What can I learn from you? These are good things. If you just want to sit up in the upper world and talk to the spirit guide and shoot the shit, that is up to you. That is up to you. Okay? Just know that as you sit in your Access Mundi, in your spirit home, that you are setting the intention to meet an upper world spirit guide. And this is going to be the guide you work with for the next several weeks. When you're ready to move on to your next guide, go ahead and come back to this, this recording and meet a new guide, okay? I hope you all are ready. Hope you're in a safe place. Look around. What do you see? What do you feel? Are there any animals near? Enjoy your surroundings. Really take in your environment. There's no rush. Finish the conversation with your spirit guide. Thank them for their time. Grab your spirit animal and return to your spirit home. Down, 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 back to your spirit home. Always come back the way you came. Take a moment at your spirit home to thank any spirit animals that helped you on your journey today. If you received the healing, take this moment to integrate that healing into your physical body. Be grateful for the gift of the healing. If you received any information from your guide, take a moment and go over the answers you received, their name, their image, what they look like. Say goodbye to your spirit animals and just bring yourself back to your physical body. Feel into your toes, feel into your back, feel into your heart, the top of your head and your nose. Breathe into your body. Accept all the gifts, all the answers, all the information you received on your journey. Bring it into your heart. And when you get a moment, pull out your phone, pull out a notebook, pull out your book of shadows or your grimoire, pull out a receipt and write down your experience. The reason we write down our journeys after we have them is because we went to a different dimension and the information does not stay with us as long as sitting in a class or listening to a podcast. You received information from another dimensional plane, from a higher dimensional being, and like with your dreams, these things will fade quickly, especially if you don't do a lot of work in the other realms. If you don't remember your journey, or if you got lost along your journey and ended up in a dark place, or you didn't find your spirit guide, that is okay. It is okay. If this track was distracting and you felt that it did not help you find your spirit guide, let me know. I have people I can refer you to. There are a lot of tracks on YouTube from other people that can facilitate space. Okay? You can also do a journey on your own, so just know there are many ways to journey, and the steps are the same. Number 1, be in a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Number 2, you're going to want to go to your safe spirit home, your access mundi. This place is your neutral spot. This is where you know that you are protected from any kind of influence externally. And then when you go on a journey, whether to lower world to meet spirit animals or ancestors or upper world, to meet spirit guides and angelic beings and ascended masters, that it is usually recommended to bring a spirit animal. Your favorite animal will do, or any animal that you happen to see at your Axis Mundi, hanging out your spirit home. Bring that one with you. Okay? And you can have them join you, or you can, ride them. I rode a big whale with a big horn on its head. That's how I go. We rode on a rainbow up into the upper world. So whatever you saw up there, just so you know, a lot of people see like crystal castles or crystal buildings. They see lots of clouds. They see, they might just see, I saw just an open ocean of clouds with like a big sun person in the faraway distance. And that's who I went to go talk to. I was like, oh, look, a giant sun person. So I went to talk to that person. So just so you know, there is no wrong way to journey. If you get lost, maybe you weren't meant to go on a journey today. Or maybe it was your first time you were distracted with other things. And that's okay. Just keep trying. Don't lose confidence in yourself. And try other drumming tracks. There are some really incredible tracks by like Sandra Ingerman or Michael Harner. They have some really basic tracks out there with no talking, but you want to make sure that you follow those steps, the ones I gave you, because they will facilitate a ritualistic practice that will be easier to fall into. Because I really struggled with traditional, like that journeying is almost a formula that has become the norm for people. And I don't journey that way. I don't normally journey that way. So when I was taught that, it was really hard. But the reason that I now use this type of journeying is that it is a formula. It makes it easier to remember the information I received. And it also makes it easier to kind of get to the same place and the same result over and over and over again. If you happen to journey with your eyes open, listening to music or dancing or whatever, those are also ways to journey. Don't feel like those are wrong, because they're not. But just try this and try and find that guide that you are seeking, because they're out there and they're waiting for you. I hope that some of you were able to meet your spirit guides, and I'd love to hear about your experiences. So please, please, please go ahead and leave a comment or a review, or message me on Facebook, or message me on the email. Just hit me up. I know you guys are out there. I know you guys are listening. I'd love to hear what you're getting through these experiences. So I'm really, really grateful. I'm looking forward to next week, next Wednesday. You guys are going to get a really cool interview with Althea. She does rainbow activations and light codes and light language, and she's going to be doing a really neat collective healing for all of you listening. And it's going to be, I know it's going to be powerful stuff. And I'll be bringing her on to talk to her about how she connects with her guides and how she got to where she is, and how maybe you guys can start to do that with your guides, how you can start to do some healing for yourself and some clearing and activations and working with your star guides, because there's a lot of people wanting to channel light language, and there's a lot of people really wanting to connect with their guides. So that will, those will be some things we will bring up next week. Also, before I go, I do want to let you guys know I am doing workshops every other week on Facebook. They're 1-hour workshops. We're going through the chakras. We did the root chakra 2 weeks ago, and this Saturday I will be doing the sacral chakra. And we go over why the chakra is important. We go over crystals and tools that can help support the health of your chakra. We talk about what it looks like when your chakra is not in balance and what it looks like when your chakra is in balance. And I also do an activation and chakra clearing and healing for certain people for the whole group. So since we're working on the sacral chakra, we're going to be working on creativity. We're going to be working on a sense of self. We're going to be working on sensuality and emotional health. So if you struggle in any of those areas, this would be a really good workshop for you. You're welcome to ask questions and to interact with me during the workshop. And it is only $9.99. And if you sign up today, it will only be $4.99. So I will put the link below in the description. If you guys are interested, go ahead and check it out. If you are listening to this past October 23rd, I will have a replay on my YouTube channel, and you can go check out the chakra videos that are replay. And the reason you guys would want to join is so you can ask your questions and get specific activation, specific healings for your concerns and your situations, okay? If you're interested, please sign up, link below. And I'm just really grateful you guys are here. Really grateful you guys are enjoying the show. I love doing this for you. I 100% am doing this just to be able to help people. I love helping people, and I've always felt very drawn to providing healing for everyone, no matter if they're rich or they're poor, whether they're a single mom or they run a halfway house. I want to be able to help everyone on all walks of life. And I'm really grateful to my guides and to the guy and the other people who encouraged me to do this. I'm really, really grateful to all of you out there listening and sharing with your friends and family, sharing in groups on Facebook, to all of you out there doing the work and letting people know that this podcast is there to help people. It means so much to me. Because this is my life mission. I just want to help people more than anything in the whole wide world. I just want to help people. So let me know I'm doing that, all right? I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And thank you for ascending together. Bye. Are you ready to ascend to the next level? This is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide calling. Please be sure to keep all arms and legs inside your vessel at all times. I'm just here to remind you to take some time today. Support Rainbow's Rising podcast. Go. Join the Discord community. Check out the Patreon. Get some stickers, custom tarot cards. Check out the merch. The merch. You know you want to. Go connect with Rainbow Raaja. Maybe even get a session. Who knows? Your support helps make this show possible. And she loves to support you. Help support her too. Once again, this is Rainbow Raaja, your spirit guide, guiding you to your ascension.